Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a challenge that, let's be honest, every single blogger faces. How do you get seen? We're going to dive right into SEO, search engine optimization, and show you exactly how to get your blog the traffic and the attention it really deserves.
You know the feeling, right? You pour hours, maybe even days, into crafting the perfect blog post. You hit that publish button, you're excited, and then crickets. It is so frustrating when great content just goes completely unnoticed. So let's solve that. We're going to figure out how to get your writing in front of the exact people who are looking for it.
Now, the solution to this whole visibility problem, it isn't just about luck or some kind of magic. It actually has a name, and it's a super powerful one: search engine optimization, or as we all know it, SEO.
To put it really simply, SEO is just the process of making sure that when someone types a question into Google, your content is one of the top answers they find. Think of it as your direct line to a consistent flow of visitors, without having to pay for every single click.
So why should you care so much about this? Well, because we're not just chasing random clicks here. We're building sustainable traffic that keeps coming long after you hit publish. We're talking about targeted visitors, people who are actively searching for your expertise. And that is how you build authority and get real long-term results.
All right, before we get into all the specific tactics, we really need to lay the groundwork. You see, all effective SEO is built on two core foundations. So let's start right there.
First up, keyword research. The best way to think about this is like you're learning the secret language of your audience. It's all about figuring out the exact words and phrases they're typing into search engines. Why? So you can build a bridge directly from their question to your answer. And here's a huge tip: focus on what's called search intent. So instead of a really broad term like SEO, think about something more specific. A long-tail keyword like best SEO strategies for food bloggers. See the difference? That specific phrase targets a reader who knows exactly what they want, which makes them way more likely to stick around and read your stuff.
Okay, our second foundation is, and I'm not exaggerating, probably the most important piece of the puzzle: creating absolutely incredible link-worthy content. Look, all the technical tricks in the world won't matter one bit if your content isn't genuinely helpful. The principle is so simple. If you make something that truly helps people, they will naturally want to share it and link to it.
So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, it means your articles have to solve a real problem for your reader. They should offer a unique perspective, or maybe some data they just can't find anywhere else. Your content needs to be thorough, well-researched, and written in a way that just makes people want to say, hey, you've got to see this. That's the real goal.
Okay, so with our foundation of great content and smart keywords all set, we're ready for the next level: building authority. Let's talk about some powerful strategies for earning backlinks, which are, for all intents and purposes, votes of confidence from other websites.
Guest posting, it's a classic for a reason. It's such a fantastic win-win. You write a really high-quality article for another blog in your niche, and you give their audience a ton of value. In return, you get exposure to a whole new audience and, most importantly, a powerful link pointing right back to your own site.
Now, let's get into something a little more advanced, but trust me, it's incredibly effective: broken link building. This is all about finding links on other websites that point to pages that don't exist anymore. It's not about being tricky. It's about being genuinely helpful by finding a problem and then offering the perfect solution.
The process itself is pretty straightforward, and it's so powerful. First, you find these broken links on sites that are relevant to your topic. Step 2, you create a piece of content that's even better than the original page that's now missing. Then you just reach out to the site owner, give them a friendly heads up about the broken link, and offer your awesome article as the perfect replacement. It's a smart, helpful approach that really, really works.
So, here's the crucial point. SEO is not about finding some quick trick or an overnight fix. It is a marathon, not a sprint. It's all about playing the long game with the right mindset and, you guessed it, a focus on consistency.
Knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. So please, avoid stuffing your posts with keywords where they don't belong. Make sure your site looks great and loads fast on a phone. And don't forget about internal linking. That just means linking from one of your blog posts to another relevant post on your own site. It helps your readers and the search engines find more of your great content. If you only take one single thing away from this explainer, let it be this right here. Success in SEO doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of showing up, day after day, consistently creating valuable content, and patiently building your authority over time.
And that's the real beauty of it all. Every single blog post you optimize,
Every link you build, it becomes an asset. It's an investment in your blog's future that can keep bringing you targeted, organic traffic for months, sometimes even years, after you first hit publish.
So after breaking all of this down, the real question is, what's next for you? Are you going to start digging into keyword research? Or maybe focus on creating that one amazing link-worthy post? Or, hey, maybe you'll even try your hand at some broken link building. The first step is all yours.